Boruto Blue Vortex Chapter 23 shows Kashin Koji getting an update of prescience, seeing different alternate futures that could possibly happen, and in one of them, he sees Himawari confronting, I'm guessing Jura, or just the Shinju in general. And I have to say, it's inevitable that Himawari is going to have to confront Jura again, but it begs the question, is Himawari going to be facing him with a team behind her, or is she going to do it solo? And by team behind her, I mean like Team 7, like Sarada, Boruto, maybe Kawaki also helps out. Maybe she could be the deciding factor on whether or not Boruto and Kawaki can defeat Jura. That or Himawari takes him on solo style and Boruto and Kawaki are maybe preoccupied with other matters, like maybe handling the other Shinju or Code, for example, if he decides to make an appearance. If. But you know what I mean? Is that Himawari is going to have to face Jura one way or another because he wants to devour her. And she's going to have to get a huge boost in strength. And it kind of putting her into the fight, or like Kashin Koji initially wanted Himawari out of harm's way because if she went outside of the village, she would be harmed by Jura because he wants to devour her. So keeping her in the village, inside the village itself, Jura won't attack it or go looking for her because he likes the village. After this mission, who really knows what Jura's going to want or going to try to do after all of that? And I think that Himawari not being in battle holds her back because she's not getting any experience. She's not leveling up, and we all know that she has to get her Byakugan, and with the Byakugan mixed with Kurama's Nine Tails power, it's a recipe for greatness, you know what I mean? It's going to be so amazing to see her fully upgrade or get to a point where she's able to like hold her own, you know what I mean? And I don't know, it's interesting because where does Himawari fit right now? She's kind of the anomaly, I guess. She was outside of Kashin Koji's prescience, you know what I mean? It was kind of a whoa, she has Kurama's power. Like Boruto was like, whoa, what's going on? I didn't know she had that. Kashin Koji didn't tell me anything like that. Maybe he did know, but you get my point, is that she and her powers, her abilities, make her a very, very necessary ally, and she's gonna have to fight with the big boys so that way they can save the world together, you know what I mean? Stepping up. And the more and more they hold her back or they don't show her, the way I see it is Himawari is not going to... She's not going to get on the train. And once she does, it's going to be in the heat of the moment. So it's going to happen really quickly. She's going to activate her Byakugan, and she's automatically going to be like prepared and ready to fight and know what to do. And so I'm interested to see that. But I'm curious as to when she shows up in prescience. Is it during this mission? Is it a future mission? Will the Shinjus invade the village? It looked like all three of them were together at the time, so it's kind of weird. It's all over the place, but those are possible futures. Just because we saw Himawari in that doesn't necessarily mean she'll show up at that particular mission. It could be further into the future. There are things we don't know about prescience, but I'm excited to see Himawari back in action and possibly with Team 10. So, you know, we'll have to see how that goes. But until then, what do you guys think? Do you think Himawari will come back and fight Jura solo or help out the Kawaki and Boruto? Or do you think she might come with Team 10 behind her? Do you think that she'll stay in the village still and then later on she'll come back into the fold? How is she going to fit into all of this? It's really interesting to know that like she has huge potential and she's gonna get there, but it's just like, how is it all going to unfold? What's gonna awaken it for her? What's gonna push her to that point where she's able to unlock her full potential, you know? And Kashin Koji kind of saw it, and the way that Boruto and Kashin Koji have been a little bit at odds recently, it seems a little bit like Kashin Koji putting Himawari in harm's way might not be a good idea for Boruto to know about or to hear. Because if so, Boruto will interject, and then again, they go into the same cycle of Boruto messing up the plans or maybe not following through, and things get messed up, things change. So it's going to be interesting to see how Boruto and Kawaki's love and care for Himawari is going to change their trajectory of the story and of the futures, you know. And also, Himawari is a great healer, so it's possible that she might show up and heal Boruto, heal Sarada, revive her and her chakra. It's totally possible. I'm not, you know, I rule nothing out, but who knows what happens in chapter 24. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah,